Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's around 10 o'clock on the 30th of, and one more day before this year is over. Obviously, we are not spend another miserable day, socked in clouds, a few breaks, but a mostly cloudy day and very mild. So let's take a look and see what we've got going on in our area as far as our temperatures. And it's another warm one. We are in the upper 40s, mid to upper 40s, 45 at Islip, 47 in Carl Place. Fairly uniform temperatures across the area, mid to upper 40s, 48 in Central Park, and 48 in Toms River as well. So we got fairly light winds as well. Throw the dew points in here, dew points in the 40s. So yeah, feeling a little more moisture out there. Let's take a look at how much rain fell today, and then we will look at the highs and the lows for the day as well. So let's take a look and see how much rain we've gotten today. Hopefully it's a little more. It seemed like we had some steady rain overnight, but turns out we didn't really get that much. Only barely anything. Though we had some steady rain last night. You could see we're just getting these light rainfalls, and that's it. I mean, probably the same story in New Jersey too, I bet. Let's see. Maybe we're a little better off. A little bit. Some areas got up to around a quarter of an inch, but other than that, not really that much rain again. Let's look at our high temperatures for the day. At low 50s in Toms River, 52. Probably a little cooler on the island, but I don't think it really was all that much cooler. Yeah, not really. Hit 50 at Islip, so that's like 10 degrees above normal, which is utterly ridiculous. 10 degrees above what it's supposed to be, which is absolutely just... it's going to be... we're already in the top 5 warmest December, so I think that's pretty much a lock. The other big story that we've got to talk about is what's been going on in Colorado. We have huge wildfires burning in Colorado right now, and hundreds of homes lost and tens of thousands of residents told to evacuate. 1,600-acre fire. This is called the Grass Fire, and 1,600-acre fire destroys hundreds of buildings in Superior. And a state of emergency has been declared, so 30,000 people were told to evacuate. Strong winds knocked down power lines, and that's what started the fire. So they're probably going to start doing those public safety power shutoffs over there now, too, around 11 a.m. In the future. So this is why they do them. It kind of sucks, but it's better than having a huge wildfire, I guess. 7:30. Though their wildfires can start from other things, not just the thing is they could go through a public safety power shutoff, and something else would start the fire. It's just the conditions are just so bad, and I think they had wind gusts up to 110 miles an hour there. This would be around Boulder, so let's go look at the weather service in Boulder, and let's see. And we'll get to our weather too. I see a few showers on the radar, but. Let's take a look and look at the southeast of 14, gusting to 51. Look at that dew point, 9 degrees. And now they're going to get, and after this, they're going to get heavy snow. So that should put the fires out, hopefully. But let's go to the Denver Boulder Weather Office and see if they've gotten anything on their Twitter or anything. Let's see if they've posted some wind gusts. Let's see. There were high wind warnings. Let's see. Look at this. The fire showed up on the radar. Absolutely insane. These are some pictures from it. Let's see. I know somebody said there was a wind gust up to 110 miles an hour. There's also a Marshall fire as well. This is just unbelievable. I mean, you could be in the middle of the country and still deal. Here we go. Wind gusts report in excess of 100 miles an hour. So these are some of the storm reports here from Boulder. Let's get this open. And here we go. Look at this. 102 northeast of Crisman. 90 miles an hour in Marshall. 75 miles an hour in Boulder. Look at this. In Jefferson County, Arvada. 115 miles an hour. Rocky Flats, 107 miles an hour. White Ranch, open space, 103. This is crazy. So I know Boulder's a hot area for people to move to, but Now it's literally a hot area with this fire going, which is pretty crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I'm sure that there's a lot of power outages as well going on around there. And let's go to poweroutage.us here. Yep, Colorado has 52,000 people out of power. Some counties are almost in a complete blackout. A lot of these have a lot of power outages. And it's due to these high wind, obviously, knocking down the power lines that started the fire. And this is what I mean. We're going to have to harden our grid. And this is one example of it that I think we need to really get rid of all the wooden poles out there, and everything should be metal or steel and underground when possible. It's going to cost a lot of money, but I think it needs to be done because we need a more resilient system than this. And it doesn't matter where you are in the country. Severe weather can hit you. And this is a horrible disaster going on over there. So getting back into our area, luckily nothing crazy like that, though they do say there's going to be another severe weather outbreak to begin on New Year's Eve for the South again. So this is just abnormal, what we're seeing here. So we just got some light rain across the area. Nothing really too substantial going on right now at the moment. Looking at the satellite, yeah, we already saw that. Lots of clouds. Let's go look at... let's see if we can find this wildfire. We might even be able to find the smoke on satellite. We'll have to see if it's going to show up on here or not. It may or may not show up on here. Well, here's a fire. Maybe that's the one. Yeah, that looks like the one. So yeah, that's what you have going on. You have these winds, and then they come down the mountains. Yeah, the east side of I think this is the east side of the Rockies. This is Colorado right here. They come down the mountains, they dry out, and you're getting these wildfires because the conditions are just so bad right now for wildfires. It's absolutely insane. I mean, if we go back over here and let's go back to let's take it off the historical and let's go to station plot. We can actually look at some of the weather stations around Boulder right now, and you can see all the warnings. We got looks like winter weather advisories up for this area, and some. Let's not click on the let's see what we got. You're going winter storm watch in effect. So yeah, we got freeze warnings over here, wind chill advisories over here. So yeah, that's where the cold air is. You can see that. But if we look at Colorado, just right over here, we got to find Boulder here. Look at some of these wind gusts here. You can see where some of these strong wind gusts were occurring. Let's see. All right, that's New Mexico. It's not Colorado. This is Colorado. Colorado Springs. This general area, you can see where they've been getting some very strong wind gusts. Let's see if we can get a good station here for you. Rampart Range. So here's one. You can just give you an idea of the kind of winds they've been dealing with. These are the winds right here. And yeah, they've got some gusts way up there. So very windy, very low dew points. It's cold, but it doesn't matter if it's cold or not. If it's dry and there's a strong wind, you can get brush fires. This could happen to us if we don't start getting more rain soon. I'll tell you that. So let's start looking at what we got going on. I know it's going to suck that we're going to get rain, but the problem is we're getting light rain all the time. We need a good soaking, and I hope we'll wind up getting that on Saturday. So looking at the current map right now, you'll see just a slight chance of some light rain tonight. Otherwise, dry tomorrow with clouds. Here comes your next system. This is the next system that's going to bring us some rain on Saturday. And now it's indicating more of a soaking rain Saturday night to Sunday. And then here comes the next system that keeps moving a little further offshore. This track may be more favorable for snow now. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And then the cold air builds in behind that. And another system builds in with more cold air. And you see, luckily the pattern shifts. So we start getting cold fronts through. And that's, again, due to the jet stream changing direction. Jet stream's changing a little bit. So let's look at the jet stream here. We'll keep it on the CONUS view. To show you this jet stream. So you can see there's that trough. That trough finally comes through, brings in some colder air for us, and you can see there's no blocking, but you see more troughs moving through the east, and that is what's going to bring in some more colder air for us. So let's take a look at the HRRR. 0 is the HRRR run, and So tonight, you see there'll be a chance of some scattered showers. The rain is not going to amount to very much. It is Saturday, so Saturday morning you'll start getting some showers in the area, and looks like some heavier rain Saturday night. And I really hope this looks like some severe weather over here. So we may have to watch this possibility for severe weather for our area as we get closer to this cold front coming through. I've got to look at the GFS because I see V-shaped isobars. Let's take a look and see how much rainfall that the HRRR gives us so far, and maybe a half an inch to an inch of rain. But this will all fall in the new year, all right, most of this. So it's not, December is still going to wind up being very, very dry overall. That is for sure. And if we want to go back to, let's go back to the precipitation view. If we want to go further, we're going to have to go looking at the GFS. And you'll see here, again, we get that rain, and then we get a break. We got a little break on Sunday. Then the next wave comes in later Sunday night. And this wave keeps moving, shifting further offshore. And now it looks like when this wave comes, the majority of precipitation might wind up being snow. So let's take a look and see how much snowfall we could get from this. And look at that. So on Long Island, we might get a couple of inches, but southern tip of Jersey, you may be closer to 5 or 6 inches. So I have to keep an eye on this. We're going to finally get some snow, hopefully, because we really haven't gotten any snow yet. I mean, it's been it's ridiculous, man. So between the rainfall and the snowfall, it'll dampen the ground enough that hopefully we don't have to worry about wildfires here, because it's been very dry here. And all it takes is one of those Arctic blasts. I know it could be frigid, but if it's very dry and there's a spark in the woods, it could go up, and that's something we got to be concerned about. So let's go look at back to the HRRR again, and we'll look at the temperatures. Let's go to the 0Z. And show you it's just going to be very warm tonight. We're not probably going much below the mid-40s, and then tomorrow we'll probably be, even though we're going to have some clouds around, I think we'll make it to 50 again. Similar temperatures today, maybe a little bit warmer, but it's Saturday that we really see the surge of warm air coming into our area. And again, it's indications that Long Island would avoid the 60s. Maybe we'd be in the mid-50s, but if you're in Jersey, you're going to be in the mid-60s. Yeah, dare I say it, might even be a 70-degree reading there in New Jersey. You know how hot it gets there, you can see that's going to be a humid airflow, too. So if you look at the dew points, you'll see, look at those dew points. You'll see south. We have a south, with that southerly component is what's going to keep Long Island cooler. But look at those dew points into the 50s. So it's going to be very humid for New Year's Day. Definitely a day you're going to have to put the air conditioner on. Especially especially if you don't have a whole lot of cross ventilation. Warm and humid, and the humidity, even if you have cross ventilation, the humidity, I can't stand it, so I'd have the air conditioner on anyway. Tomorrow you can see the dew point starting to come up already a little bit, all right? But you're going to start really feeling it on Saturday. Now if we shift over to the GFS, showing you the dew points here, so we can go a little further, so you can see that cold front. Here you go. That surge of humidity is really going to come up ahead of that cold front overnight, and that could bring in some heavy rain and maybe even some convection. We're going to keep an eye on that and see. I don't think we'll have any severe weather here, but you can see we're still dealing with the southwesterly winds on Sunday there. Look at those high dew points. We're looking at dew points here and the wind. All right, you can clearly see that cold front coming through, shifts the winds over, and the winds go northerly, and things drop by Monday morning. It's going to be pretty cold, and there you go, pretty strong northwest winds there. And if we look at the temperatures, you'll say they respond accordingly. Highs only, perhaps in the low 30s. So we may struggle to reach freezing on Monday. And for Sunday, it's going to be ridiculously warm. So you're going to have two really ridiculously warm days. Right now, GFS is indicating Sunday will be the worst day, where even Long Island might get close to 60, and you'll be in the well into the 60s in Jersey. Starting off the new year with near record heat. But then the cold air comes in, and then we have much colder conditions. And unfortunately, though, it starts warming up again briefly ahead of the next cold front. But it warms up ahead of the cold fronts, but the cold fronts are coming through, and we're getting colder air. Not bitter cold air, but colder air. At least it'll be better than what we've been dealing with. As far as when you'll see the sun again, well, first let me go to the GFS and look at total accumulated precip, so we can see how much rain will fall on the week. So by Monday, looking at the total accumulated precip, This is we could get to see maybe a little over an inch of precipitation. Hopefully, closer to 2 in the southern tip of Jersey. But this is what we need. It really needs to pan out because those dry air and windy conditions is not a good thing for a wildfire threat. We don't want to see that here. I don't think we will. So let's go to the RGM next, and we'll look at when we're gonna see the sun again, because I don't think we're gonna wind up seeing too much of it tomorrow. Let's go to the 18Z and to clouds. So you can see here, this is what I mean. We're gonna have a lot of clouds around tomorrow. Maybe a few breaks, but expect plenty of clouds. Might be a few more breaks toward evening, and then obviously the weekend we're kind of socked in with the clouds. And you can see that right there. And if I want to go beyond, Monday would really be our next chance for sunshine. So if you want a sunny, warm day, well, you're not going to get any warmth with the sunshine. They'll be with the cold air, and hopefully we'll start clearing it out on Monday. And Tuesday looks mostly sunny as well. So hopefully we'll get that cleared on out of here. And then as far as beyond that, I don't really want to look at that so let's go to the windy.com model, which is the European model, and we're going to kind of show you this. This is the European model, which may be a little different as we head into the Saturday time frame. So this is your rain here. You can see there's your first wave of rain, your second wave. This is Saturday night, your second wave of rain, and then Saturday looks like a wetter day than Sunday overall. The European seems a lot more suppressed with that system. Let's see. Yeah, it's very suppressed. So the GFS and the Euro have some kind of disagreement where, once again, this may wind up trending more and more offshore. We may not get anything on Sunday, but we'll have to see on Sunday night and the Monday as far as snowfall goes. But as far as we look at rain accumulation, the European for the next 3 days gives us almost an inch. Go to the next 5 days. Yeah, it's still around an inch. So that's pretty much what it looks like. European definitely trending drier. Definitely trending drier. As far as where thunderstorm threats are, I don't think we'll have to worry about that in our area. I don't think so. It's mainly off over the south, mainly. Temperatures, again, this is where you're going to see your changes in temperatures. And again, it's the Saturday and Sunday are going to probably be the warmest days, especially Sunday. But then Monday, here comes the cold air, and that we're only going to be in the low 30s, and hopefully when I pop clouds up here, we'll have clear skies, and that would be very nice. We need some sunshine around here. I am seriously sunshine deprived, but again, it could be worse. We've been dealing with clouds and miserable, gloomy weather, but it's better than dealing with what they've been dealing with in other parts of the country. So I want to thank you for watching. One more weather update tomorrow before the new year this year is over, and I'll be very happy to say goodbye to 2021. Thank you for watching.